In today's episode of the vlog, we'll be answering your top questions about Tanki Online. We'll also be telling you about the new fan art section in the Tanki wiki and giving you more pro tips on Railgun. Last week, we announced that Cedric, the new community manager, will be hosting an Ask Me Anything session on the forum. The official thread was opened last Wednesday, and since then there have been some really cool questions. In fact, Cedric has picked his favorite ones and will be answering them on the vlog right now. Will you be using gold boxes like the ones in the Full Days event again in the future?
Every time we plan a new event in Tanki Online, we try to build upon a previous successful experience. Now, from your feedback, you really enjoyed the Full Days events that we had earlier this month. So we're definitely considering using the same in-game mechanic, but in a slightly different way.
When will mouse controls be available in Google Chrome?
Unfortunately, we really have no control over this. The problem is that certain browsers such as Chrome and Opera have tech specifications that prevent us from implementing mouse controls. So for now, mouse controls are only available in Mozilla and Internet Explorer and some other less known browsers.
Will you be adding a new map with Assault mode?
There are still no definite plans for this. In the future, we might consider issuing a new Assault map for an event, or another option could be implementing this mode into an existing map. But we'll just have to wait and see.
If I have a 5-week chain of daily missions and I skip one day, what will happen?
Okay, first let me explain how this works. Every successful week after the fourth one is treated exactly the same as the fourth week. Same conditions, same bonuses. If you miss one day, you go back to the first day of the fourth week. You miss another day, you go back to the first day of the third week, and so on. So regardless how many weeks you complete successfully after the fourth week, if you miss 4 days, you'll be going back to the very beginning of your quest chain on the first day of the first week.
How's it going with Tanki X? If you want to know more about Tanki X, you'll want to check out the new series of Developer's Diary episodes on the Tanki X YouTube channel. There's a new episode twice a month, and it will keep you updated on everything that's happening in Tanki X. The link to the first episode is in the description of this video. It's no secret that we've got some incredibly talented people in our community. Unfortunately, their cool creations often get buried beneath all the posts in the forum. So the Tanki wiki team has set out to collect all the best creations from the English community into an official fan art section. Got a cool piece of artwork you want to share? Head to the special thread in the forum. There you'll find all the instructions on how to submit your creations via the special form. The link is in the description. In the meantime, here are a few cool pieces that have already been submitted. Well done! Since the beginning of Pros Advice in the vlog, we've had tips from many of the game's top players. Our guest for today is a well-known esports man, Nemtrix. He'll be giving us some tips on Railgun. Let's see what he's got.
Привет, танкисты!
Hey tankers, this is Nemtrix, and today I'll be sharing with you some simple but useful techniques with Railgun. Let's start. So you're in the enemy base and you've just fired your Railgun, and you see that an opponent is about to respawn. Your next shot will be available in 4 or 5 seconds. What you need to do is drive into the enemy tank to stop him from materializing. Now wait for your gun to be ready, get away from the enemy's phantom, and punch a new hole into him. Make sure you start heating up your gun before separating from the enemy tank. This will give you the advantage of shooting before the enemy. This technique is very useful in duels for flags and tandem battles. If the situation is reversed and the enemy is in your tank, you have 2 viable options. If the enemy heats up his railgun and starts separating from your phantom, try to keep your tank merged with his until he fires, then move away. If you didn't manage to do that, the worst thing you can do is to begin heating up your gun right after materializing, cause you'll end up getting hit and will probably miss your shot. Instead, you should wait till you get hit and then take aim and fire at your enemy. If you're on your way to attack the enemy base, but in the meantime your opponents are moving in to attack your base, fire a shot at them, leaving them with little health so that your teammates in defense can finish them off with one hit. The advantage of this tactic is that it doesn't waste your time and increases the chances that your defenders will successfully stop the enemy attack on your base. Here's one final simple technique. Let's say you took the flag and are driving back to your base. Your teammates are still far away and you're only one shot away from being destroyed. In this case, there's a high probability that the enemy will catch up with you and return their flag. What you can do is drop the flag in the corner of the map and turn back to face your enemies. You'll probably take some damage, but at least you'll be blocking their path, giving your teammates a few extra seconds to capture the enemy flag. And remember, if you want to play the smart game, stay in constant communication with your teammates. This will give your team a huge advantage. That's it for now, guys. This was Nemtrix. See ya! Video of the week. Last time the theme for your videos was Monster Kill with Hammer. Let's see what we've got. Next time, we'd like to see some videos showing the skillful use of mines. That's it for this episode. Follow Tanki online on our social networks and YouTube. Bye!